Jenny Eagle, reporter for Leah, and I'm here with Roberto Renaldesi, who is a mechanical engineer for CERN. Hi, Roberto. Tell us what you know about Global Lifting Awareness Day.
It's really to increase the awareness all around the world of the lifting operations, lifting equipment, so it could be useful for industry and society as well.
And can you tell us a little bit about CERN and your role there?
CERN is an international organization which has been founded in 1954. So now this year it's exactly 70 years, and basically the biggest physics laboratory in the world, and is mostly dedicated to high energy particle physics. I work in the handling engineering group, which is specialized and responsible for everything which is transport and handling operations, and everything which is related to the lifting equipment. So design, procurement, installation, maintenance, the whole life of the equipment. My specific role here as a mechanical engineer is to be involved in the pre-design of overhead cranes in particular, and then to pass at the procurement phase. So I prepare the technical specification, I set up the contract, and I follow up the crane design until the installation on site.
And so how important is lifting to your operation?
The lifting operation are really crucial for our life at CERN. So even if it's a physics laboratory, people would expect that physics, of course, is the core business. But anyhow, for us, it's like a big industrial site. So we have lifting operations happening all the time. And especially because lifting operations are needed anytime you need to install a physics detector, for example, or a new accelerator line. So that's where really handling a lifting equipment are really crucial machine for let's say, for the good operation of the site.
And what types of cranes and rigging gear and hoists are in use there?
We have a pretty big family of equipment. So we have many overhead cranes in particular. We are around 380. And then we have several hundreds of hoists, any kind of spreader bar, lifting tools, and then of course thousands of slings and any other lifting accessories. For the overhead cranes, we have some special type of cranes because in particular those ones which are installed in the surface, and they are used to lower material down to the accelerator. In some cases, these cranes can reach a lifting height of 140 meters with a capacity of 80 ton. So this is not something that is really easy to find on the market. So you always have to go for a bespoke solution, and this is really interesting.
And so how do you oversee safe and high quality load lifting?
Usually anytime we are really a very important or specific lifting operation, usually we request our contractors to always prepare a method statement in advance. And we usually require the method statement to be detailed with some especially drawings, a sketch, to really be sure that the contractor has well understood how to do the operation and that all the information is there. So like center of gravity, lifting points, and so on. So this is really a crucial point because we know even that on paper, the operation can already work. And then of course, what is really important is really the training of operators. So we are always sure that all the crane drivers, and they have the proper training requested by the law. And we also have a dedicated department which regularly takes care of the inspection and of the maintenance of the equipment.
And what are specific features of your lifting equipment to ensure safety?
We have some, let's say, special requirements that we almost always require. I think some of them, like the request of having frequency converters on all the motions. Now in industry, it's pretty much frequent, but anyhow, we always test it so that to be sure that there is no sudden movement of the crane. So this could be sometimes a problem, even a safety problem for the operator. And whenever we have a crane which will be used to handle fragile components like detectors or accelerator pads, we always requested to have a second brake, an emergency brake, which could stop the load in case there is any mechanical failure. Another specific features for this kind of crane, always to have the possibility to have maybe a second hoist motor, to have the possibility to go for a micro speed, so a very slow speed, in the order of like centimeters per minute, which really gives the possibility to have a fine adjustment of the pieces and safety.
How do you feel GLAD 24 can help raise lifting standards globally?
It could really be helpful because it's a way to, let's say, attract together all the people, the stakeholders involved in the field. So crane manufacturers, lifting equipment association, and especially even users. It could be really helpful to create this kind of network between people so that people could share like the common practices they have, even something which goes beyond the national rules, because sometimes maybe any user could have their own, let's say, code of practice, which could be helpful for the others as well.
And will you be supporting the event with your own social media posts on the day?
Well, of course, I will follow everything which is happening on the social network, on the website, and try to share with my contacts.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
It was a pleasure.